taking her so long?
It's not like she has any place to be. Well, not anymore, anyway.
She'll be here any minute now. She had to stop by Peanut's real quick. You remember Peanut, right? The club owner we met at Eleni's party with the really misshapen head?
Oh yeah, that guy. All he's missing is a top hat, monocle, and cane, and I'd stick him on top of a planter's jar.
Damn shame. He's got that whole weird cranium thing going on. Otherwise, I'd set him up with Jill.
How is your sister doing anyway?
She's losing it. Ever since the show folded, she's been having major issues. I'm about to call a shrink on her. She just comes to my place and I mention the show and she screams, "I'm going to punch unicorns and the elderly." And then she called poor Miss Robinson and 2F a worthless whore.
Your sister's got some severe anger management issues. My Aunt Trudy was a lot like her. She'd fly off the handle out of nowhere. One time her and Uncle George came over for Thanksgiving dinner. He asked her to pass the gravy. She goes friggin' nuts, smacks him on the back of the neck. Uncle George's glass eye goes flying into the mashed potatoes. To this day, I can't eat mashed potatoes because I'm afraid they're watching me. True story.
That's probably Gretel. Pour a drink. She's going to need it after today.
Yeah, no doubt.
Life sucks. Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. I hope a gang of trolls shows up at my boss's house and drags him out of bed while he's sleeping and sexually assault him with a cactus. And then I hope they pour thumbtacks in his underpants and make him wedges until he passes out. And then, just as he thinks they stop torturing him, I hope they run around in circles and say nasty things about his mother while burning his house on fire. And while he's watching his house burn to ashes, I hope they drag his ass to Grand Central Station and stick his head into the toilet and flush it 730 times. The exact number of days I wasted my time being under his employment.
I'm so sorry. Was Peanut able to help out at all?
No, he said he has all the bartender service he needs right now.
Well, maybe you should have changed first before going over there.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I mean, my head is just spinning right now. It's like, I've been at the New York Knockrush for about 2 years, and I'm already late behind my rent. 2 weeks. I even tried smiling and flirting with my landlord so he would give me more time to pay. But he told me he was a eunuch. I guess that explains why his wife is so miserable. And now Con Ed turned off the power. Now all my neighbors think I'm in some weird Amish cult. What am I supposed to do?
Aw, honey, well, didn't you once tell me you wanted to take up some culinary classes?
Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Chef Gretel? What are you going to serve, fried witch? Today's entree comes straight from the candy cottage that my brother Hansel and I frequent.
How about I serve some fried sarcastic asshole instead? For your information, my parents loved picking names from fairy tales. It's a tradition in our family. And my brother's name is not Hansel, by the way, you wise ass. It's Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, well, my mistake. That's worlds better. How exactly did you get fired, anyway?
You know, it was one of those usual days. You know, lunch started filling in. And, you know, like our bartender, Siegfried, had to call out because his wife has shingles. So I had to pull double duty. I started taking orders, you know, filling up beer steins, the whole shebang. And this prick in a periwinkle suit across the bar started making kissy faces at me. So I ignore him and finish my orders, and as I'm passing him by to take sauerkraut and bratwurst to table 11, that son of a bitch grabs my ass. So I dumped a whole plate of kraut and wurst on him and squirted mustard all over his suit. And my boss started going crazy and yelling, and he said it was all my fault, and he told me to punch out and never come back. I gave the damn beer garden all I have, and this is how they treat me?
At least you have the satisfaction of knowing you never have to wear that ridiculous outfit ever again. If it makes you feel any better, I had a job in high school at the Shop Fresh. I had to walk up and down the street dressed as a cantaloupe and hand out produce coupons. Well,
One day it was extra hot, so I lifted up my costume to get some air. I forgot I wasn't wearing any underwear. Franny Griffith in my biology class saw me showing brain, and the next day at school all the kids are calling me melon balls. Try asking a girl to prom with that nickname.
Well, maybe you need this more than Gretel now.
I can't go back being a street mime because I hate the way I look in stripes. And there is no way I can get my old job back driving a horse carriage. I swear you had one school bus full of kids with an out-of-control Clydesdale and everyone goes crazy. Ugh. You know what? Don't worry, guys. I'll figure something out. I just really appreciate you are here for me. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go down to unemployment office and file a claim. Chum.
I have their email address. I'll give it to you later. Just fill it out online. I'm telling you, girl, being unemployed isn't that bad. You'll have more time to get in touch with your artistic side. Just this morning, I made a hat out of dried linguine noodles. And look, I made these doilies. Aren't they great?
Aren't those just cutouts of your hand that you colored in and slapped googly eyes on?
It's not just a hand, Greg, okay? It's a turkey.
No, Pam, I think Greg is right. I mean, that was just some bullshit craft our teacher gave us in elementary school to occupy our time. I mean, seriously, you can't make a realistic turkey by tracing your hand.
I couldn't make any turkey at all because I'm a lefty. They gave me those bulky green scissors that never cut right. All my turkeys ended up looking like the Elephant Man, John Merrick.
You have no appreciation for art. My point was, this time in our lives is precious. Let's not waste it.
Oh, I'm all for the free time with no responsibility. It's the inability to pay bills which sucks. I don't want to have to go back to selling my body on the streets to desperate women. That's how my parents met, by the way.
So, Greg, how did you lose your job, by the way?
Don't even get me started. I was in charge of collecting all the urine samples at the clinic. Well, one day I noticed Mr. Horton in room 7 was having trouble delivering his. So I thought I'd ease his tension a little bit. I knocked on the door and did my Bill Cosby impression, you know.
Oh, plism, plasm, flim, flam. Mr. Horton, you gotta do a little pee-pee in the cup or you're not gonna get any pudding. Oh.
Well, apparently Mr. Horton didn't find it nearly as funny. He got pissed. No pun intended. And Dr. Galestian fired me.
Aren't they supposed to hire nurses at those places?
Yeah, but my fake medical degree isn't what got me fired this time.
No?
So how's the job hunting going for you, Pam? I remember you told me your sister has the fits about the show folding. I'm so sorry I never got to see you and Jill perform.
It's been rough, girl. Maybe the reviews have been hurting my career. I don't know.
I've seen the show. Trust me, they are.
You asshole!
I still don't know what happened exactly. I mean, at some point, you two were the queens of the off-Broadway market. You even told me you were selling out the 40-seat theater night after night.
We own that stage. You and me make one. The story of Becky Belinda Blake, conjoined twins working in a coal mine with dreams of being dental hygienists. It was amazing. And then came October 16th, the night famed Broadway critic Leon Savitri. He sat right in the front row. It was in the middle of our big number. This coal mine life is yours, but this mine ain't mine. And we got nervous. As I shimmied to the right, Jill shimmied to the left. My costume split and we crashed in front of the stage. The Savitri review labeled us forgettable. And that was it. The house has died down and Jill still hasn't recovered. Every time I go to her place, she's either sitting in a fetal position or she's wearing a miner's hat singing songs from the show still.
Oof, wow. Well, if she's still not responding to electroshock therapy sessions, let me know. I know a number of good exorcists.
I've seen her sister since the show ended. Trust me, she needs more voltage in her than Frankenstein's bolts.
So Jill, you have a commercial audition tomorrow?
Oh yeah, Greg, I forgot to tell you. I need to book this gig for Activite. You know that yogurt that helps you with your digestive system? They're looking for a younger demographic. And they feel their mascot, Mr. Wiggles, the constipated gorilla, isn't going over so well.
I love Mr. Wiggles.
You would.
I'm reading for Connie, the constipated ostrich. I've been studying ostrich footage all week.
Because clearly a constipated ostrich is much more geared toward the youth market than a constipated gorilla.
I don't know, guys. I think a constipated dolphin would make me buy Activate rather than an ostrich.
I don't see how a dolphin would be constipated. Did you ever own a goldfish when you were little, Gretel? You ever clean out the bottom of an aquarium? I don't think constipation is a big problem in the fish community.
Dolphins aren't fish, Greg. They're mammals.
That's bullshit, they're fish.
No, Pam is right. They're mammals.
So you're telling me Jaws was a mammal?
No, Jaws was a shark, so he'd be a fish.
So, Jaws is a fish, but Connie the constipated dolphin is a mammal.
Connie is an ostrich. I just said I would buy Activate from a dolphin.
And you're both full of shit.
Look, guys, Eleni just sent me a text. Her single is finally going to be released nationally later this month.
Edge of the Night, right? That song's so catchy. Makes me wish I could sing. Every time I sing, my cat Elvis runs around in circles.
She's with the same producer who represented Jive Talk and Janice. You remember? The Tourette-stricken disco queen from the 70s?
Oh my god, yes! I have her hit song. Boogie Woogie Bastard, there's a raccoon in my freezer.
I texted her congrats from all of us. She should be coming in from LA later this month.
Hey, maybe she'll need a backup dancer. I can move, you know? When I was a little girl, my parents entered me in a dance competition in Hamburg, and they nicknamed me die vergessene Totenfisch Britzel, which means Miss Britzel in English.
Oh, you're twisted. I definitely agree with that part.
Shut up, Greg. Watch me move. Ta-da! 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 You! Ta-da! 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 Ta-da!
That was something, Gretel. But Eleni already has her friend Annette as her backup dancer.
You can't just have one backup dancer. You need two.
Spider Monkey on Quaaludes would be a better backup dancer than you, Gretel.
You're just jealous. Artistic talent runs in our family, you know? My grandma Helga got shot out of a cannon in Berlin as part of her amazing Alderic's magic show. She was a household name. Until one day, she got shot a little too high and ended up smacking into a zeppelin. I never got to meet her. But oddly enough, whenever I see a Goodyear blimp, I get a little emotional.
Well, I'm absolutely starving. Why don't we head over to the Soiled Sicilian on Biden later?
No. Their pasta sucks. Besides, I'm not going anywhere with Gretel von Trapp over there wearing that.
Let's just order takeout. But not from that Mongolian place again, please. Remember last time that delivery guy who dresses like Genghis Khan? He made me add him on Facebook.
Well, I wasn't sure if she would come, but I invited Jill over. I thought it would cheer her up, instead of being with her house plants and cardboard cutouts of Broadway legend Angela Lansbury. I think the sedatives the doctor gave her are wearing off. She's able to walk now. Yay!
Hey, as soon as Jill sits down, you'll fake a ball injury and I'll take you home, okay? Because I'm not dealing with her crazy ass.
Yeah, deal.
Hey guys, get in here quick. I need your help. Jill's tap dancing and hitting herself with a spatula.
Shit.
You'll get